From UNISA, we're now going to Unizulu, their science center. Sir, thank you so much for welcoming us onto your stand. Just tell us about your name and what you do.
Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Dr. Derek Fish. I've been director of Unizulu Science Centre for the past 30 years. In that time, I've seen over 500,000 children, and we've been exposing them to the wonders of science. We always like to start where they are. So take a familiar African music instrument like the mbira. Yeah, and talk about the relationship between the length of the musical instrument and the sound. An instrument like this. How does the frequency change as the length change? Also some rather unusual things. I've got an instrument I play with my nose, the nose flute. So there's our national anthem. And
that's a song we recognize.
That's what we recognize. And you know, for so many children, they do science at school without ever seeing the equipment and the experiments, and that's not science.
Already I'm feeling like a child with all the things you've done, so I imagine how the children feel just in terms of their engagement with science.
Do you know you can take a drinking straw, if you just cut the edge like that, you can make a musical instrument out of it. Now, what we've been doing for the last 25 years is going to matric students and running workshops to prepare.
I'm going to ask my cameraman to come and cover these books that you want to show.
So these are the books that we've been distributing for the last 25 years. During COVID, we actually couldn't go to the students anymore. So what we did is we made a series of videos covering the physics syllabus, the biology syllabus, but then very often, most of our schools actually don't have access to the internet. So we took all these videos and put them on a memory stick like this so that they could go out to schools. This started small in Richards Bay, but there's now 80,000 children throughout the country in every province using this.
When you tell us about this contraption over here.
So we use fantastic equipment from PASCO Scientific. Now this is a smart card, and as it moves, you can actually map the movement. Now if we just look at the screen over there, and in fact you can see in front here, this is actually sensing my movement. Started off there, and as we move in front of us here, can you see it's actually moving on the screen there. So
what would be the use of such a contraption?
Students need to learn about graphs and equations of motion, but it's so theoretical, it's so abstract. But by actually walking in front of this and seeing the graph change, it becomes real for them. I don't think there can ever be science for social justice if children don't see the experimental work. And that's what our passion has been, actually taking it, using memory sticks without the internet and exposing 80,000 children to this and making science exciting and fun.
I totally agree with you, but at what point do you start to see or measure the benefits of what you've put in?
Well, the benefits are the fact that more children are taking science, matric marks are getting better, and I've had the privilege of seeing 500,000 children.
Are they though?
Yeah. And
getting better, the matric results?
Not across the country yet, but what I see is thousands of children who greet me in the streets and our doctors and engineers and say, thank you, Dr. Fish, you helped me in 2010, 99 and so on. And so we have that throughput into the careers in science, which is fantastic.
You're based in KZN?
Yes.
Students from across the country, how can they get involved in your project?
So our project was always very localized in Richards Bay, but with COVID and with this project, it's now gone to 9 provinces. So if people just Google Unizulu Science Centre and contact me, I will be happy to send a box of books free of charge to any matric teacher who wants to make use of this program. That's my pledge.
Totally awesome. Thank you so much for doing amazing work. Is it Dr. Fish, right?
Dr. Fish, that's right.
Dr. Fish from the Unizulu Science Centre, and these are some of the attractions that we're looking at here at the World Science Forum. Let's take you on a break and then it's back to Naledi.